Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Nowadays I'm making a lot of videos on repair of the household appliances. So this is because I thought this might help you guys to fix your appliances at home by yourself. And it's easy guys, trust me, I'll show you, it's very easy. Yeah, recently I fixed an LCD television which had a lot of lines on the screen and the color was fading off and the screen was getting white. So actually my parents asked the electricians or the TV like the service guys, so they quoted around 8,000 bucks. But being an engineer, I was just curious what is happening, how does the LCD monitor work and what is happening inside, why something went wrong in LCD as the TV was actually 6 years old. So then I thought I opened it and see, I was able to fix it for 600 bucks. So if you haven't watched that video guys, the link is in the description, please watch that video and it might help you guys someday to fix your home television at home. Yeah, so same way like there's another problem in India like or elsewhere also, I don't know. But in India we face this problem that high voltage flow into the house and it spoils the appliances, so we use a regulator. So I had a TV, a bigger TV in my home, and due to the rain or something, there was some problem in the electrical voltage, and so the TV display is not working. I'm able to hear only the sound in the TV. So that is for sure that there is something happened with the power or the backlight or something. T-con cable I told you the last time in the video. So the same way I have another monitor TV here. So I just wanted to open this TV and see what has gone wrong in the TV. So let's get started.
Yeah, so now let's open the rear panel and check what is causing this problem. So now let me just remove the wall mount assembly. You can see we need not remove the entire rear panel. Instead, we can only remove the rear panel which covers the electronics of the television. Once you have opened the lower rear panel, you will come across a lot of PCBs. So basically, LCD TVs are made up of a main board, a T-con board, power supply board and a backlight inverter. And most of the LED TVs will have a T-con board, power supply board, main board and LED driver. This is the power supply board. In this case, it's called as local dimming board, which supplies power to LED backlight and main board. Then next to it is the tuner board, which is connected to the main board. So the main board is the one which supplies the signal to the T-con board and speaker. This receives the signal from Wi-Fi module and IR sensor module. Here you can see the LVDS cable which connects to the T-con board. LVDS is a low voltage differential signaling. It is basically used to transmit data at high speed using the voltage differences. In other words, it is able to transmit information between the computer and LCD by sending specific voltages. And T-con is nothing but the timing controller, which is a component in TFT LCD panels to generate horizontal and vertical timing panel signals. It plays a very critical role in controlling the driving sequence of the display. Here you can see the Wi-Fi module which connects to the main board as I told you previously. So this is all the basics about the TV electronics. Before getting into solving the issue, working with these electronics can lead you to injury and also death. So do not work if you don't have the knowledge or a proper equipment to test these electronics. When your LCD display is not working, the first thing to do is to check if there is a backlight from the rear panel. So here you can see the backlight. So now we got to know that the backlight is working fine and the power to the backlight is also fine. If at all the backlight was not working, then you will have to replace the backlight or the backlight inverter. So in our case, the backlight is working fine. Here you can see the block diagram of connection between different circuit boards in this model of TV. Next, I will be checking the power to the main board from the local dimming board. Hence, I have included the pinouts. So all the pins on the left side of the screen are even numbers and the right side are the odd numbers. So let's connect it back and check the voltage of each pin referring to the pinout diagram. While checking the voltage, you can connect the ground to the chassis of the TV or the screw on the PCB. So now I'll be checking the voltage of the odd pins as they are on the top, as you can see. As you can see from the pinout, the pin number 1 says LD standby, which means that the TV is off, there will be no power in that pin. And when you go to the third pin, you can see that it is showing me 19.4 volts, which is nearly equal to 19.5 volts, so which is good. The same way you can check for all the ports on this side, which are the pin number which has odd numbers. So this should resemble, or this should be same as what you can see on the pinout diagram, the voltages. All the odd number pins were checked and they had the same output as the pinout diagram. And now let's check the even number pins. So every pin were checked and the output which is going to the main board is fine. So there is no problem with the power board. So the standby voltage is very important for the main board from the LD board, because when you turn on the TV, the main board has to send the signal to the LD board to turn on the high voltage power on, because the signal to turn on is coming from the IR sensor or the manual button on the TV which is connected to the main board. In our case, the audio is working and the backlight is working and the display is not seen. So in that case, there might be a problem with the TCON board, or in the worst case with the LCD board. Usually if the backlight is not working and the image is not coming on the screen, then the problem is with the TCON board and the main board. If your TV has backlight and does not have audio, then it might have problem with TCON board or main board. And if you don't have backlight and you see image on the screen with a flash of light, then the main board and the TCON board are good and you need to replace the backlight or the backlight inverter. As I told you, in our case we need to replace the TCON board. After replacing the TCON board, if you don't see anything on the display, it's better to buy a new television rather than replacing the LCD panel. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any queries or any doubts regarding the repair of your television, please put it in the comment and I'll get back to you. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed so that you don't miss out any upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.